Welcome to the Preparatory Subject Matter module. Here I will be going over new major requirements effective fall 2021. In this module, you will learn about the preparatory subject matter in the Human Development major. The subjects in the preparatory subject matter are very diverse and give you a good background of what you need to learn to be successful in human development. There are 5 different subjects with a total of 7 lower division courses. These subjects include anthropology, biology, philosophy, psychology, and statistics. One class from each requirement must be taken from a list, with biology and philosophy having 2 required classes. The first subject is anthropology, which is defined as the study of human societies and their development. Choose one out of the 3 classes listed. Ant 1 is titled Human Evolutionary Biology, and it is about the processes and course of human evolution. Ant 2 is titled Cultural Anthropology, and it is about cultural diversity in its many forms and methods used by anthropologists to define it. It also looks at the relational dynamic of culture, history, and power. The last option for an anthropology course is Ant 15, which is titled From Birth to Death, the Evolution of the Human Life Cycle. This class gives an introduction to the biology of birth, childhood, marriage, the family, old age, and death. The next subject is biology. From the list of 9 classes here, you only need to take 2. The classes are grouped by lower and upper divisions and 3 subject areas of biology, genetics, and physiology, because it is easier to explain courses by category. Regardless of these groupings, you can choose to take any 2 courses from this entire list. In the first biological grouping, the first class listed is called Biz 2A, and it's titled Intro to Biology, Essentials of Life on Earth. This is a great class to take if you are pre-health, as you will have to continue the Biz 2 series for most pre-health programs. Note that Biz 2A requires a strong chemistry background. The next class is called Biz 10, which is titled Everyday Biology, and it is a recommended class for non-pre-health students. The third class you can possibly take is Microbiology 10, which is titled Natural History of Infectious Diseases, and goes over the history of infectious diseases that affect humans. To cover the biology requirement, you can also take a genetics course such as MCB 10 or BIS 101. Molecular and Cellular Biology 10 or MCB 10 is titled Introduction to Human Heredity. This is a good class for those who are not pre-health. If you are pre-health, consult with health professions advising because you might need to take BIS 101, which is titled Genes and Genes Expression. This class talks about DNA structure and function, gene expression and regulation, and replication, transcription, and translation. However, this class has prerequisites that are outside of the major, such as organic chemistry. So if you plan to take it, make sure you have the prerequisites taken care of. This list also includes physiology courses. NPB 10, or Elementary Human Physiology, encompasses basic cell physiology and major organ systems and how they function in homeostasis and human health. There is also NPB 12, the human brain and disease, which covers normal function and diseases of the human brain and the nervous system. The next class is NPB 101, Systematic Physiology. This is a great class for pre-health students. It has prerequisites that are outside the HDE major, so keep that in mind. The last option for the biology classes is actually a psychology class. It is Psych 101, Introduction to Biological Psychology. This class covers the relationships between behavior and biological processes, including physiology, genes, development, and ecology. Psych 101 has prerequisites as well, so keep that in mind. Again, when choosing your 2 courses, if you are pre-health, you can strategically pick courses that line up with your career goal. If you are not pre-health, we recommend choosing the less difficult lower division classes. The next set of courses are from philosophy. Please remember that of the listed 6 classes, you are required to take 2 for the major. The first one is Philosophy 5, Critical Reasoning, which covers criteria of good reasoning in everyday life, fallacies in reasoning, and principles of scientific investigation. The next class is Philosophy 15, which is Introduction to Bioethics. It is a good class if you are looking into a health related field as a career. The third option is Philosophy 30, which is titled Introduction to Philosophy of Science. This class covers basic problems in the philosophy of science with respect to the physical, biological, and social sciences. Another option for philosophy is Philosophy 31, Appraising Scientific Reasoning. This class gives an introduction to scientific hypotheses and the reasoning that justifies these hypotheses. The next class is Philosophy 32, Understanding Scientific Change. And the class covers concepts of scientific change in both historical and philosophical perspectives. The last class you're able to take is Philosophy 38, Introduction to Philosophy of Biology. This encompasses a non technical introduction to philosophical, social, and scientific ideas in biological fields such as evolution, genetics, ecology, and behavior. You are also going to need to take Psychology 1. Psychology is a foundation that will be used in almost all of your upper division courses for human development. You can also choose to take an online psychology course. It's titled Psych 1Y. Psych 1, Introduction to Psychology, is required for the major. You can get credit for Psych 1 through community college or if you scored on a 5 on the AP test. The last subject is statistics, and this course will help you when you take upper division research methods in human development, or HT 120. For this subject, only one class is necessary to fulfill the requirement. The first option is Stats 13, titled Elementary Statistics. If you are pre health, Stats 13 is also often a prerequisite, so you might want to lean toward taking this course. The next option is Psych 41, Research Methods in Psychology. If you're interested in taking upper division psychology courses or even minoring in psychology, this class is a prerequisite for most of those classes. Psych 41 has less math than Stats 13 does, though. Lastly, come visit us in the Advising Center. Here are our hours and contact information. Thanks for listening.